guys, what is up? I'm here with another unboxing for y'all. I just tried to create this video. Thankfully, before I got into the makeup part, I went to transfer this into my editor and it messed up. So I'm going to restart this and we're going to try it again. I am opening up another Boxycharm for y'all. Boxycharm is $25 a month, but with tax and all that good stuff, it's $27 a month, and you get it every single month. You get 5 full-size products, and your box should be $120 worth or more. And because I've already unboxed this, we're gonna kind of zoom through her. Overall, I'm really disappointed with my box. I thought I would be disappointed with my box because on the website of Boxycharm, you can look at all the different items you might get in your box, but you don't get to see what's in your box, you just see the options. And based off of what the options were, I was pretty sure I was gonna be kind of bummed, but I didn't think I would be this bummed. So let's just go into it. So first thing I saw in the box was this face mask by Glam Glow. It is the Berry Glow Probiotic Recovery Mask. This retails for $49. It's 2.5 ounces. It actually smells really good. That's what it looks like. It's a little jiggly, it's a little liquidy, but it's pretty thick. But I'm really excited to try this out someday, soon. But I'm not going to try this out on camera because it's a mask and it's going to take time. But I've seen good reviews on it on the Boxycharm website. And then I went through and I pulled out this lip gloss by Jouer Cosmetics. And this is a high pigment lip gloss. And it's really pretty. You got a glare on there. There we go. And this is in 5th Avenue. I actually really liked this. This retails, I think, for, what does it say? $17? Yeah. Which, that seems pretty average for cosmetic lip glosses. Then I went in and I saw this, automatically knew what it was. It's an eyeliner and it is by Hank & Henry. This is the Stick With It liquid eyeliner and this is in Blickety Black. It is a felt tip. Yep, felt tip. And I actually already swatched things out. So this is the lip gloss kind of smeared around a little bit. And then here's the eyeliner. It looks pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna look. Okay, it doesn't smear at all. It's just not the most opaque black that I've ever seen. The eyeliner I have right now is a really nice black, but I am going to use this in our look today just because it's in my box. This retails for $17. So it actually originally retails for $20, but they're on sale right now for $17. Next, I got this by Pretty Vulgar. It's an eyeshadow primer, which I'm actually pretty excited for. I don't have an eyeshadow primer right now. I usually just base my eyes with my concealer or my foundation, whichever. But this retails for $22, and so I would not buy this for $22. My concealer is $6 and my foundation is $11, and even those two combined is less than this product right here that has way less product than those other two things. But it's in my box. I'm gonna use it. I'm pleasantly okay with this. And then lastly, I have by Tarte this micellar water. The only reason I'm bummed with this is it's micellar water. Like, you can get this for $3 at Target or the dollar store. Like, this is not something I want in a makeup subscription box. I'm looking for makeup. This retails for $18, which for the size that it is, that's a pretty good deal, I think. It's just, I'm not super excited about this. That's really what all this has been, is I even looked on the Boxycharm website of the options I could have gotten in my box, and there are 5 different palettes in the options for this box, and I didn't get one of them, and I always get an eyeshadow palette. This has been my least favorite box so far. I've been getting this since last November, and I always get something I'm really excited about, at least one thing, and there's really nothing in here that I'm very excited about. This also took forever to get to me. You get charged on the 1st of the month for your Boxycharm, so I'm about to get charged for June, and here I am opening up May's. And I got this, I think, on the 23rd or something. It's the 29th. It took a while for me to open this up, but I still got it really late for what Boxycharm says that they promise, and they promise 5 to 10 days until it ships, and then a couple days for it to ship, and it's been way over that. So I am really disappointed with this box as a whole, of just what was in it, how long it took, you know, and the total of all my items added up together is $123, which is $3 over the promise that they give you of $120 value of your box. I don't know. That means I'm going to do most of my look today, and I don't want to do most of my look when I get a Boxycharm. I want Boxycharm to help me out with a lot of it. So, but that means we get to choose, by we I mean me, I get to choose a lot of things to show y'all today and maybe a really cool look. I don't know. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything set up for me to create a look. I am going to just do the base of my face off camera. I've done it in the last few videos and I've kind of kept it the same, so that's just what I'm going to do again. But if you would like to see the whole process, let me know. I am going to look pretty different next time you see me. Okay, you guys, I just got my whole like base layer set. Again, if you would like to rather see the whole process, even this part, in my videos, just let me know. Sometimes I prefer seeing all of it happen, and then sometimes I'm just like, I get it. You do the regular, let's move it or lose it. So the only thing I have changed from my normal is I have nothing on my eyelids. I did not put foundation or concealer on so that I could put on this eye primer from Pretty Vulgar. When I tested it out, it actually felt really nice. I'm going to put, should I put it? I'll put it on my fingers. It does come out really slow. Like I feel like I'm gonna accidentally pop out some air and then a whole bunch is gonna come out. I am just going to place this on my eyes. It also dried down pretty fast when I put it on my hand just to feel it out. I got some on my eyelashes, wonderful. But yeah, it's drying down pretty fast, which I enjoy. I also did not carve out my brows because I didn't want any concealer accidentally getting down on my lid where it could get mixed with this primer. So I really tried my best to make it just the primer's job, nothing else on here. There we go, everything on there. It doesn't really have a color or a pigment, it's just kind of there, which I enjoy. So for the eyes today, because we did not get an eyeshadow palette from Boxycharm, not 1 out of 5, I actually went in and I went and chose this palette right here. I actually got this in the last Boxycharm I got, which I'll put the video link up there. This is by Zoeva, this is their Cafe palette. And these are the really pretty colors that come in there. I chose something that was cooler toned, and I thought that the lip gloss would go pretty well with it. So obviously it goes really well with these colors, but I just used those colors in my last video, so I think I'm gonna go in with the more green colors. These, especially this. I'm also wearing green today, so I think that's what I'm gonna go with. I also pulled out this palette by Storybook Cosmetics, and I'm definitely gonna play, I think, with this green, maybe the sparkly darker green, and maybe this shade right here for a transition. So let's get started. I am I'm first going to learn how to speak English. I am going to go in with, I am going to use that tan shade right here. That's the shade Nottingham. And I'm going to go in, oh, I need to clean these, with a brush. I'm gonna, just a nice fluffy brush. And I'm going to use that as a transition sort of shade, just something that can really be the base of what I'm trying to go for. I'm just gonna go in and make a nice, like, I want to say skeleton, but like structure for the look. Something really light, really not very noticeable, something very natural that might even just look like your eye. It definitely doesn't look like my eye. And I'm just gonna do that on the other eye as well and try to make them look as similar as possible. I'm gonna go into the Zoeva palette and I'm gonna take this shade right here called Micro Foam, and I'm just gonna use that to blend out this taupey shade just a little bit to make it a little less harsh of a line, which if you watched my last video, you understood how much I hate sharp lines. I'm going to go in now with, do I just straight up, no I don't, okay. I'm doing it as I go. I'm going to go in with this matte green shade called Merry Men, and I am lightly, y'all, lightly taking that. And we're just going to, I'm gonna put it on one time just to see how forgiving it is, which is not like a whole bunch. And I'm just slowly going to create something from it that I like. I'm really just gonna follow the shape of my eye. This is kind of what happens with me and eyeshadow looks, is I kind of do the same thing every single time, which this brush is not my favorite right now. It is not super soft, which I'm really surprised with because it is a Morphe brush, but it's kind of prickly. I don't like it. Maybe I just need to wash it. I don't know, maybe that would help. So that's what I'm making right now. It looks kind of like greenery, something you would find outside, which is, I guess, what we're gonna go for. I'm gonna go in with micro foam again, just to blend. It's a really great blending shade. I'm going to switch brushes and keep making this shape until I like it. Okay, so I switched my brush up. This is still a Morphe brush, which is what I was using previously. I think it's just the different hairs. This one is a real, or non-synthetic. This is synthetic. So, right, is that the terms? But this one's so much softer. My eye was just starting to feel really irritated, but I think that's what I'm gonna go with for now, for that slight tint of green, just to start me off with. And now I'm gonna go in and do that with the other side. With this brush, it places less product because it's synthetic. I'm pretty sure that's the right term. I know it's synthetic and non-synthetic, I just can't remember which one is fake hair and real hair. Again, this one's looking more up and curvy, and this one's looking more in and almondy. So I'm gonna try to balance out these shapes as best as I can. Okay, they look a little bit better. I'm gonna go and blend this edge out with the micro foam shade. And that's what we're gonna get to begin with. And then I'm going to go into, so I have a palette, this olivey shade. It's called Herringoss, something like that. I'm not very sure. And I'm going to add this into the deep corner. I'm not going anywhere above the crease with this shade to make it deepen up my crease and not go everywhere. And anything I want to blend a little bit more, I'll use the micro foam shade. I am glad that I'm using this Merry Men shade that is pretty true green, because this Herringoss shade doesn't show up very olive-y. It shows up just pretty dark. So having that Merry Men shade really helps. So I'm just going to keep blending right now with the, you guessed it, micro foam, just till it all looks pretty smooth, like that. And I think instead of, I might add this no added spice, but I think what I'm first going to do I want to add this shade? This shade right here, Robin Hood, is like this Merry Men but glittery. So first, yeah, I think I do. First, I just put it next to it and then see what it would look like before I fully commit, but I liked it. And I'm going to blend that out. We're looking really dark. Not with this brush, oh my goodness. But what I'm gonna do to help lighten it up is I'm gonna put on now this shade right here. This is called No Added Spice. And I'm just gonna grab it with another finger, not the same finger. Oh, they are two different greens, but we're gonna make this work. Like so, like that. And I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, now this eye did get a little tragic. I messed up a little bit. So it does look like I got a little dirt on my eye. It's fine. To lighten it all up more, I'm going to get the highlight that I used for my face, which is by Phase Zero. It is a really, really awesome highlight. I'm just going to dab a tiny bit, and I'm going to put some in my inner corner to, again, lighten it all up. Whoa, why does this eye just look? It was going great, and then it went trash. Okay, so that's it on the eyes. I'm not messing with them anymore. I'm going to go straight into eyeliner, which y'all know. It's going to be my Hank and Henry eyeliner today. I'm going to shake it up just to try to get it to be as opaque as possible. And with this tip, here we go. That's one. That's two. Again, just going over it multiple times. This one is thinner, so I'm going to try to thicken it out a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Not a fan of this. I had to go over it way too many times. I know with my liquid eyeliner, I could have been done in zoop, 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 and this I had to go zoop, 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 zoop. So, definitely not my favorite. Definitely would never spend $17 on this, and that was it on sale. So that's just my personal opinion. If you like these because you can go over it a few times, wonderful. That's great. They are just not for me. So I'm going to go with mascara. I'm going to use Benefit They're Real. This is my favorite mascara. I have a sample size from Ipsy 1 month, hot minute ago. I would definitely spend full price on this stuff. I love it so much. That is the mascara. I'm going to move on to the lips, and we're going to use the Jouer High Pigment Lip Gloss. I'm going to try it without anything underneath, except for like lip balm right now. Yeah, it's definitely enough pigment for me. It feels really thin. I think it said it was with coconut oil though, so that might be why. So that is the look. I think it went really well. I definitely would not wear my hair up with this look. I would have to bring it all down because this is a pretty intense dark look, but I really like it. Here it is up close. It was definitely something I threw together while I was going, but I like the green. I think it's really pretty. I think it goes well with my eyes. It's really fun. So I hope you really enjoyed doing this with me and struggling with me. I know I definitely slammed Boxycharm a few times, but you know, it's what I think about my box, and it's definitely what I think comparing to previous boxes I've gotten. So if you do want to try out Boxycharm, I promise you it is not usually like this. I'm usually very pleasantly happy with my boxes. So if you would like to give it a try, I'll leave a link down below. I will also leave a link for all the items I got in my box this go around. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope you had a great time, and I will see y'all next week.